morning, everyone. Yeah, may I know how many of you have watched this movie? Okay, great. So this movie inspired me an idea, uh, actually in my mind for a long time ago. So let me have a brief for those you guys who haven't watched. So La La Land is the story about the dream and love, set in Los Angeles, where Hollywood dream are made of. Sebastian and Mia meet with each other and fell in love with each other. They pursue their dream together. Sebastian is a pianist who wants to restore the glory of pure jazz music, and Mia desperately wants to be an actress. When they reach a point where their career path put them in different directions, they are forced to face the challenge in their growing relationship. One plot was remarkable to me. During Sebastian's band's first tour, Mia and him get into an argument. She accused him of abandoning of his dreams, while he claimed she loved him more when he was unsuccessful. He said that, maybe I'm the one of those people who has always wanted to do it, but it's like a pipe dream for me, you know, and you said it. You change your dreams and then you grow up. I can feel the same. Too many stories and articles to encourage us pursuing our dreams. We have been told dreams will come true as long as we never give up. But the struggle of pursuing our dream and the reality of what makes it so hard for us to achieve is sacrificing our what we really want, is sacrificing what we really want and treating our ambitions for practicality. If no other moments could definitely demonstrate this, then look at the ending. Mia and Sebastian fight their success they dreamed for, but at a cost. They lost each other. In their collective dream sequence finale, they imagine what if happened if they changed their dream before. A lot of words have been used to describe La La Land. Among them, two of most prevalent I have seen are wish fulfillment and escapism. I understand why people give the film these labels. The visuals are colorful and vibrant. The music is whimsical and romantic, and the lead couple is charming and archetypal. So, to call this dream is an escape from the reality, or in a more negative sense, a misrepresentation of the reality. I think a surface level view of this film is very, very far from the heart of the story. La La Land isn't a fairy tale. It isn't about dream coming true. It's about the tension between dream and reality, between what we want and what we are really capable of getting, between ambitions and practicality. We like in those old movies who knew exactly what to say and do at the right moment and exist in the cleaner reality, where things work out the way they should. But La La Land, existing in a truth that everyone has to deal with. No matter our path, we all have dreams, and we all have to weigh those dreams against the bounds of the reality, and we all have to navigate the narrow space between. So dreams are never achieved magically in one day in our life. It's an ongoing thing. So however, dreams don't have to die, but they do sometimes have to change. You just embrace it. I have a dream when I was 19. That's the time I first arrived Singapore Changi Airport. Then I was impressed with the SIA stewardess. They are looks graceful, beaming, amiable. And this is the first time I see an airline uniform can be so elegant with the nation characteristics. So at that time, how I wish I can be one of them. So after that, I did a lot of researches to check the requirements. And I also follow a few SIA students on the social media. I'm so jealous about their life because they can fly all over the world. And I like traveling so much. So the free trip is the thing that most attracts to me. Then I made the decision. I will go to the cabin crew interview once I finish my school. That's my dream job. Finally, the day came. I graduated from university in 23 years old. I was paying highly attention about the interview information, also for the tips of answering the questions. I remember it's a walk-in interview on Saturday in Sheraton Hotel. When I reached the hotel lobby, I was very shocked because I never think of it's too many persons. The interviewee already occupied the hotel lobby. They are queuing for collecting the numbers. And after, we can see they all dress up accordingly. Some people just dress casual and some people professional. And some of ladies, you can see they dress up same like this. And they tie their hair and bun inside and the heavy makeup. I'm very shocked because they are just looks ready to fly in the sky immediately. So after taking the QQ number, sorry, the staff bring me to a ballroom. It's a very big room. It's bigger than our lecture theater. So we can see a teaser play on the screen. It's showing how it's like if you're working in a plane in SIA. After waiting about 1.5 hours, we are assigned in 10% for the group interview. We will go to another smaller room. We can see the 3 interviewers in front of us. I remember the interview question is, introduce yourself and what is the animal can best describe you. We have less than 1 minute to prepare the answer. I remember I described myself as a cat. So after that, we are required to wait about 10 minutes outside the room. So luckily, I passed the first round. So the candidates will go to another room for the second round interview. They measure my height first. For the ladies, the minimum required is 1.58 meters. And after that, you need to raise your hand to reach a line on the wall. The head is equal to the luggage tag on the plane. So if you can reach it, then you go to check the other item. The next one is check the skin conditions. For the face, neck, ear, and arm, make sure that you have no scars. So after that is they need to check my birth and education certificate. So I'm surprisingly, I passed this round and go to the one-to-one interview. And for the one-to-one interview we can see most of people were eliminated at this stage. This interview is a bit longer. It's more about the working experience. And they give me an article to read and also a case study. I still remember the question is, what do you do if a first-class passenger doesn't want to check in his baggage, and as well as he doesn't want to put his baggage on the luggage rack? I have no idea. I just anyhow to answer the question. I think maybe I'm totally wrong, so I was not selected. When I'm going out, they will immediately inform me you are missed the chance. So I feel very disappointed, but I never give up. I would think I will come again until I can get in. So after that, I did self-critic and put more efforts for preparing the next time. The cabin crew interview normally conduct once 2 to 3 months, That means I can come maybe 3 to 4 months a year. So it's not only in Singapore, it's worldwide. I join most interview persistently, and most of the time I can reach the one-to-one stage. I think I'm already the expert for past the first 2 rounds. But I'm always stopped on the one-to-one stage. From my 23 years old until my 26, from my bob hair until my hair to the waist, and failed all the times. I have to give up on my age 26 because they canceled the foreigner qualification in Singapore. The campaigner have to go back to their country to apply the interview. But in China, there is an age limit is on the 26. So I feel very sad and desperate. I see myself as a loser. I think other people thought so that time. It hurt my self-esteem very deeply. I can't find the reason about my failure. Anyway, I labeled myself as a failure that time. I'm a person who is interested in many things, but I have a wide range of hobby, but I never insist to pursue anyone. Only for this. This was my dream before. I even asked from a fortune teller, and he told me, "You are not a person who can earn money from this job. So maybe this is my fate. I shouldn't against it." So I'm thinking, what can I do? What is it exactly to suit me? The 3 jobs I have pursued before, they all contain the different characters. So my resume looks like this person doesn't know what to do. And my major in degree is finance, but I realized that's not my cup of tea during the study. So after I gave up the cabin crew interview, I find a marketing job by chance, and I'm feeling not too bad. At least I don't hate. Gradually, I'm into my job. I'm thinking it's not a bad thing that change a dream if you don't know what to do. At least you know what do you want to do. Dream really not come true every time. So sometimes, no matter how hard you try to do the right thing, you just end up flat on your back. So there is a proverb in China: right time, right place, and right people. Success cannot be short of anyone. If you did your best, but you never achieve your goal, you don't have to discourage. You just change your dream. It's not mean to fail. You can just weaken your self-esteem to seek the dream that realistic, and you can seek the dream can be achieved. And you should be honest about your strengths and expand on them. Your dream will with the flow of life. I think life is absolutely full of opportunities. We don't always know what direction our life will go. I think it can be wise to try anything that comes. Especially when you are young and we try to figure it all out. Although we know life is never that simple, don't set your heart on achieve one goal. An amazing opportunity disguised modern auction may come your way tomorrow, so just don't miss it. Here is another story. One day, a small boy was walking along the street in London. It was a cold winter day in 1900. He wanted to buy some bread, but he didn't have any money. His father had died, and he and his brother sister have to work to help his sick mother. As they struggled financially, he was sent to a workhouse twice before age of 9. Therefore, he began performing to survive. Although he was very small, he rapidly won a popular favor as a tap dancer. His name is Charlie Chaplin. Chaplin practiced dancing hardly. He has a big dream. He wants to become a world-class dancer. But in few years later, he joined a circus troupe and played a clown. Soon after, he found his talent on the comedy. He realized he could become a star of a show when he played as a clownish. So he decided to change his career direction. He gave up to become a dancer. Of course, he still applied the dancing techniques on his comedy performance. So it's precisely he changed his dream, so a famous comedian was accomplished. Our strengths and weakness complement each other. Sometimes you have to be honest about what you are really good at. If you cannot achieve a dream, you can just treat it as a regress. Life is full of regrets. If you don't have regrets, the life won't be complete. So where you are in your life, just be brave to change your dream, and then you will grow up. Thank you.